I don't have time for this bullshit.
Ha! Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. All this guy ever does is BS. Anyway, it's time for another edition of BSing with Big Nate.
That was Dead Original blasted here on BSing with Big Nate. Of course, you know the drill by now, and we've had the pleasure of talking to Paul before, but exciting stuff to talk about this time. Of course, the latest single blasted, and we have an album release date. Paul, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. So before we go further, I want to talk about Blasted and that track. What's your feeling? Because I saw an interesting quote from you, and I kind of want to get the background on the vibe of that track. So what's that track mean to you?
It's just like a self-reflection song. You know, when you're just thinking about life in a positive way. And you may or may not be hungover, you know. That's my interpretation of it. So it's always interesting what other people, because people receive and recept to songs differently. So I'm curious to what you think,
Well, so the bit I read, you talked about the kind of like staring out at the sky and being more self-reflective, and I picked up on that. I got that, but now that you add the maybe hungover bit, it all clicks. Like, yeah, that definitely like those days when you don't really want to do anything and you're just kind of caught up in your thinking. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great song for that. I love it. I love what you've got going there. It's kind of it's really easy to listen to. And that was something I think we talked about back when we talked about Let It Burn. Is there's something that is very much Dead original, no mean on the pun there, but it's also very familiar and it's accessible and it's kind of got that 90s vibe, but in 2021 now, where we're at. So the album finally going to be coming out. What's that release date?
February 26th. And man, it's just been like, I mean, I know the pandemic affected the whole world, but to me, it was really weird because it was already being pushed. It kept getting pushed back. And then, and then the pandemic happened. I was like, what's going on, man? So, we're excited to finally get it out. And then, just waiting for the show economy to come back, and show season. I mean, it's just like, I don't know.
It's not often where, both sides are affected so much because we've lost out on so much as music fans and the rock community, but also, I mean, like you said, the musicians are just waiting. It's like we've got all this material. When was Bought and Sold actually completed?
About a year and a half ago.
Yeah, so I mean, that's something that's gonna be hard to sit on too, because you've got this music and the whole reason to play it is to share it with people. So I definitely identify with the frustration there. It's something that I've been looking forward to. Will there be another single released, or is Blasted the last one until the album hits?
We're gonna do one more. It's called Bored Again. It's like a play on words, instead of born again, it's bored again.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to that one. I also want to talk about the videos. That was something else I was reading. It's because every video that for these singles has been in that same studio space, which I love. I love that consistency. It's kind of like having a live show without actually having a live show. And we didn't really touch on this last time, so I actually kind of want to touch on it now. What was that process like for shooting those videos?
Well, it was real simple because we're not on a major label. It's the first album, and with the whole pandemic thing, it's like we couldn't really. I mean, I almost guarantee if we tried to shoot a music video outdoors, we would, something would have happened. We would have got arrested or something. So we just we're like, hey, we're a rock band. It's really simple music. Let's just shoot it. We shot 8 songs in one day, and because we all have lives. And we all live far away from each other, so it's like we just decided to knock it all in one day, and that's what it is for now. Less is more for album 1.
I mean, you guys definitely captured kind of a real feeling there. And firstly, when you say it's simple, yes, but it very much so fits. It's not simple in a way where like it's just one camera and you're just watching this live stream. Like there's actually like a real feeling to it, and there's some real production value. And I think it matches the sound. I mean, I'm going to speak on your behalf, which is really rude to do, but I feel like you guys accomplished matching the sound to the music and, kind of encompass. Like, I almost can't really see you guys doing like some grand epic 20-minute video with some story. And you may want to do that, but it just fits so well.
To be honest with you, that's what our band's all about. Like, it's supposed to be about the music. And if you can't put one, there's only like 3 camera angles. I think with today's musical landscape, everything's so oversaturated. So the fact that I think that we're getting away with this with just like a couple cameras is really cool in my opinion, because it's about the music. Like you're saying that, I think that's really cool that you're receptive to the vibe, because yeah, I agree with that, dude. I think it's like it's simple, but it communicates the music and what we're about, but it's not there's not naked girls and people drinking booze and
Yeah.
not that we would have that. I'm just saying there's no, pyrotechnics. It's just about the music, and that's what we're about. So
No, I really appreciate that attitude. Did you ever, going back to public school, I don't know if you went to public or private or what your schooling situation was, but we always had this math teacher, and her most important rule was KISS, keep it simple, stupid. And I find myself applying that to so much of my life. Like there was a period where I probably had some ridiculous flashy outfits, but now it's just so much easier to get up in the morning, throw on my jeans, my rock t-shirt, a hoodie, walk out the door. Do you find that tends to be your mentality towards other things in your life as well?
yeah, I'm pretty simple, man. Even my musical rig, the way we like I pretty much mix that whole album, and I'm all less is more, so
No, I agree with the mentality. I think, and then keep in mind, you guys are a trio.
yeah.
It keeps it simple, and
Yeah.
it really puts the focus on the music, which I think is important. Of course, blasted out now. The video out as well, bought and sold, hitting the streets February 26th. Do you have a release date on that upcoming single, Bored Again?
It's gonna be a focus track with the album, so
Excellent. Well, hopefully we'll talk to you again around then. Of course, been talking to Paul of Dead Original. Give him some love on social media. Hit up their YouTube and check out those videos. You'll see what we're talking about. Thanks for joining me, Paul.
thanks for having me, Nate.
My pleasure.